confirm, guys, where I'm visible to you, so that I can start. I can share my screen and start moving forward to a topic. Okay, great. So today we'll be learning few things. That is linear search, binary search, how that things happen, and searching, sorting algorithm. Also, we'll see basically. So I'll share my screen before that. Moving forward. So okay, okay. Shibam, Sita, everyone. Good evening, Kamil, Ikram, everyone. Good evening to all. So we'll see few good things today. Yes, today's algorithm part we learned arrays. I'll talk few about 2D array. Then I'll move forward with the uh, algorithm, like data structure and algorithm. Data structure we are learning, array we learned. Okay, we'll learn queues and stacks also tomorrow. So today we'll learn some algorithms like linear search, binary search, and selection sort. These three algorithms we'll learn today, and we'll do the code like how to search. So you have seen Google, right? So there you search some with strings, some words you search and you get the website. Similarly, we'll do with integers, how it will be done with integers, correct? So that we'll see today. Like we'll do with linear search, how to search with linearly, and how to search binary, like how to do with searching with binary search. What are those things we'll try to see. And if there is unsorted array, how to sort the array and all those stuffs, we'll see that also. So before moving forward, I was like, I'll go brief about it. 2D array or multi-dimensional array, basically, 2D array is basically, same 1D array. In 1D array only, one, we used to write this, suppose int marks, and this square bracket we used to write only one square bracket. But in 2D arrays, when it change, it get to two square brackets. It can be 3 array also, it can be 4D array also, it can be multiple, multi-dimensional array. But in 2D array, what is there? Like two rows, row and column, you can say. Row and column is there. So this is how it's data type will be there, array name, and the row and column, whatever the it will be there, correct? So okay, this assignment operator will not come here. So this will be there. So this is what declaration of 2D array. So how to like how to define? You can define in two ways. Either you define this defining this way, and this is same. Here I am not giving any extra curly braces, but it is understood. So if you write this way also and this way also, that is fine. That is what 2D array. And so you can solve matrix problem and all those stuff with 2D arrays. Okay, moving forward. So this is the thing, correct? So row and column, nothing else is there. So you can traverse. We did yesterday the traversing and all stuffs. You can only have to change. You have to add square bracket, and you have to add another. That three columns are there and values are this, and it will be printed in similar that way. When you print, you'll write cout array of I comma j, like I of j and j, correct? Because two variables will be there inside for loop, another for loop will be there. So we'll be seeing this nested for loop and all this stuff at the last problem solving day, because that day we're going to solve lots of pattern problems. There we're going to cover while loop, for loop, all this stuffs in very detail. So lots of questions we're going to do that day, last day. Last day is going to be very interesting. Tomorrow we'll learn about queues and stacks, correct? Today we'll do with linear search. Now moving forward, we'll move to what? Linear search. So searching algorithm is there. So you go to Google, right? So there you write, okay, what is linear search? You type. So you get the result, correct? Whatever. If suppose you want to search about FIFA World Cup, so it will give results according to the FIFA World Cup, whatever the website that is storing that those keywords, that will be ranked. Okay. Similarly, that is we do in linear search. Like we'll be searching, we'll search and we'll try to find if it is there or not, correct? Similarly, we'll do with, efficiency searching, with that binary search. What is binary search, what is linear search, will that understand. Linear search is basically, it is done for it can be done for sorted array or unsorted array also, correct? But we'll do for unsorted array today, linear search. What does that mean? See, if a book is there and we all will say, so all we know is, book page start from 1, correct? Or 0, books page start from 0, 0 index page will be there. So it start from 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Similarly, it will be written to the last, correct? But if it is unsorted, it means, first page is 94, then second page is 32, then third page is, 21. So you getting how difficult it is to find, like if you want to find suppose 34. So yeah, what do you have to do? You have to search the whole book to get that number 34, isn't it? So like that taking lots of time, and like that is taking, lots of space also. Like you have to give lots of time, and you have to space by what you're using your memory to search and all those stuff. So that is not efficient. But we'll see how linear, how to write code for, linear search basically. So we'll do the linear search, so are you guys understanding what is that linear search? Basically linear search is nothing, just search the elements whichever is there. So what we'll do, this is an suppose this is an array. Suppose we want to find 67. So what you have to do, 67 will name it as key. So 67 will write a function, and will run a for loop, and will traverse the whole array. And suppose you say no, that we want to find 67 or 12 or 3, any value. So what I have to do, I have to search that key. Suppose I want to find 67. So okay, suppose key is 3 here. So I want to find 3. So what I have to do? I have to compare 3 is equals to 34. No. Then move to the next. 3 is equals to 56. No. Then move to the next. 3 is equals to 67. No. Not equal. So move to the next. 3 is equals to 12. No. Then move to the next. 3 is equals to 3. Yes, it is. So we'll find that, okay, now our key is matched with the array element. It means 3 is present in the array, correct? Similarly, that is done in the Google also. Like when you search, in Google. So suppose you type some random, words, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, write some random. So if that is not there, also not there in the index of Google, no, they'll try to find the similar kind of stuffs, correct? So what we'll try to cover here is, if it is not there, we'll say it is not there. So we'll write in if else condition. If key is there, it will say it is there in the array. If it is not there, it is not. So we'll try to do that way. Can you go forward and try to do that? Okay. So I'll open the I'll open the compiler. I'll make it a bit bigger. Okay, I'll change it to C++ 17. I'll remove this, and what I'll be writing is, we'll see the code. What is basic code is you have to have the key, and you have to compare with every elements of that array. If it is matched, then say no, return that, okay, return it's true, return true that it is there. Otherwise it will otherwise if in else, what will say, it is not there. So what we going to write, linear search. So basically we're going to see how searching algorithm works. Basically how searching algorithm works. Okay, this is the main function. I'll give, so here we have to write what, here we have to write the function. Before writing the function, yesterday I told you about the macros. So I'll do with macros. I'll define hash define, and I'll give the array size to something. So I'll be writing define, and I'll give size equals to suppose 6. Okay, so 6 I have given. It means I'll be using this size. This will remain constant every time. So this is by using macros. You, like, if you don't want to use this macros, it's okay. How you can do that, I'll also let that know to you guys also. Okay, Are you guys getting it, everyone? Can I see in the comment? No, yeah, like we don't teach in Vietnam, basically. Uh, Kamil, algorithm is like definite steps we do, algorithm is nothing, just, those definite steps there, correct steps are there to solve some problem. Good evening, Anjali. Good evening, everyone. Am I, is my, voice lagging or something happening? Is it lagging for everyone or what? Screen is not clear. Okay, I'll try to change my, network. If it's, I think it will be get resolved. Okay, okay. Moving forward to it. Okay, so what I said, I have to, define. I have to create a function for it, isn't it? That is linear search. Suppose I'll give as data type, data type as, integer, return type, and I'll write linear search function. Suppose this is the function, and what I'll be passing inside that array, because we are storing in array, right? So I'll write the name as ARR and this. Okay. Then after that, I'll take int size. I'll take size of the array, and what I'll do, I'll take the keys of integer type, and inside that I'll be writing the, for loop for traversing the whole array. So I'll write the for int I equals to 0, correct, and I less than size. And what I'll be doing, I plus plus. So this is for what? Traversing the whole array. What I said here, you remember? So I have to traverse the whole array. With this one, I have to check. With this one, I have to check. So for loop will, loop means what? For loop means what? It will go this element, this, then this element, then this element, then this element, then this. It means everything it is getting covered. So okay, great. So this for loop will do that task. Inside that, what I have to do, I have taken key. I have to compare with all the elements with the key. If it is returning the, true value, then I'll print that according that. Okay. So what I say, if array of what? Array of I, this I is for iterating, is equals to what? Key. Then what? Do what? Then return one. Then return one means what? Return true. If array of I is equals to key, it means we got the value. Return one. So this is the basic function. We don't have to write anything else. So this is the thing. Now I have to take care, of the things. I have to write in the main function what are the things. This is what driver code. From here it will start basically. Driver code, basically from here it will start. Okay, now here what I'll be doing is I'll be taking the array int arr. What is the size? Here I have taken size, right? So I'll copy this one and paste this one here. So here you can directly write 6 also, correct, but I'm doing using macros. Okay, so I'll give some random values, 94, 56, 45, 35, 78, 40, 54. So what is that size? 6. So 5 written, I have already 39. So this is the array suppose. Now what I have to do? I have to, say the compiler the keys of integer type, and I have to take input from the user. कि यार user तुम key डाल दो, उसके बाद हम देख लेंगे वो है कि नहीं. Okay, I have taken input from the user. Now what I have to do? If here I have to do this, I have to call this function. I have to call this function to do its task. If linear search, what is passed? Array is there, size is there, key is there. So I'll write array, size, and key. If this is equals to 1, here returning 1, right? So it is coming here. If it is returning 1, if it is returning 1, correct? Okay, here I'll give some right. Okay, I'll say as enter the key to search. Enter the key to search. Okay, great. Okay, this is done. Now here, what is this? Calling a function from line number 23. It will jump to here and it will try to solve it. Whatever the key we provided here, it goes from here to line number 10. It will check if it is equal, if it becomes equals, it will return, it will come here. So what I have to print when it comes back here? I have to print it as what? Key. मिल गया यार, key तो मिल गया इसका मतलब. So I'll print it was key is found. Key is found. And then else what I'll print? Else if that key is not there, what I'll be printing? Else I'll be printing is key is not found. Key is not found. So this is the thing I'm going to write. So I'll end it with semicolon. So this is the whole code. Can you run it now? So okay, some error is coming out is here in the line number 10. What is that error is coming? Okay, I have not given type of that array. That is, I have to give what? Integer. The array is of integer type. Okay, now I'll run. Okay, now again error is there. Line number 21, some error is there. 21. Okay, I have to use another less than sign. That is what I have to use. Okay, that is the error. Okay, great. Run again. Okay, now it's working fine. So suppose this is the array. Suppose I want to find 54 here. Suppose I want to find 54. So I will enter the key 54 and I'll enter. It says what? Key is found because 54 is there. But if I run and if I enter key as 100, is 100 here? No. So it should return what? It should return that key is not found. Okay, spelling mistake I did. Key is not found. So if I run this, it will do what? Suppose enter the key 100 and what it's saying? Key is not found. Correct? Okay. Okay, great. So this is what is linear search. That is what? Linear search. Have you guys got it? Yes. Thank you, Kishan. Thank you. It's clear. Okay, great. Now, what we learned right now, that is linear search, correct? So in linear search, that was unsorted array was there. So it was very difficult. You have to search for every page. Like suppose in a book you are searching, you have to go through every page, then you have to find. But when you do, like that's a difficult task and that's taking lots of time, isn't it? So it will going through all the for loops and all, correct? So there comes another concept, that is what? Binary search. What? बाइनरी सर्च. यहाँ पर बाइनरी सर्च में क्या होगा ना कि हमको उतना ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा सर्च करने के लिए. सो व्हाट विल डू इज we'll try to find the middle element. Suppose this is the whole array is given, we'll name one variable, we'll take one variable that is start and another variable will take end, and we'll take another variable as middle element. Okay, suppose we have to find 20. So what if you want to find 20? And for binary search, remember one thing, we'll take sorted array. So that's an, for binary search, we'll always take sorted array. Why sorted array? Because if it is sorted, it is easy to find. How? Okay. So we'll see sorting, how to do sorting also. We'll also see that by selection sort, we'll see that code also. Okay. So, in binary search, what happens, we'll take one starting, one variable that start, one as end. So suppose in this array, we want to find 20. It means if 40 is the middle, so middle element kya hoga? 0th index. This is 7th index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th index. How to find middle? So start plus n divided by 2, that is middle element, isn't it? So 0 plus 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So we'll take the floor value. That floor value of 3.5 is 3. So we'll take third element as the middle element. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. So this is 40 is defined as the middle element. Now, if I say that find 20, so will you go and like find here? No, because 20 will, because this is sorted array, so 20 will always lie left side of middle element, not right side. If I say search, our key is 70, suppose our key is 70. So do you go to, will go to 40 and will you go to the left side search here? No. हम एक्स्ट्रा सर्च क्यों करें भाई? जब मैं कह रहा हूं 70 है, जब मैं कह रहा हूं 70 को सर्च करो, तो 70 तो राइट साइड में ही मिलेगा ना 40 के, वो तो बड़ा ही है ना 40 से. सो हियर दिस मच ऑफ इटरेशंस इज गेटिंग कैंसल्ड. इट मींस व्हाट? हम इतना इटरेशन छोड़ रहे हैं. दैट इज व्हाट? सेविंग आवर टाइम और स्पेस आल्सो. So this is why binary search is very efficient. Again, suppose this, if this is middle element, this is middle element plus 1. If this is middle element, this is middle element minus 1, isn't it? So अगर इस साइड है तो स्टार्ट से मिडिल एलिमेंट माइनस 1 तक चेक करेंगे. अगर इस साइड है तो मिडिल एलिमेंट प्लस 1 से एंड तक चेक करेंगे. समझ रहे हो? So this is the basic logic of it. Every time we try to find the middle element and we'll try to see. So what is the algorithm for that? What is the algorithm for that binary search? We'll take, array will be taking, will be passing these things, and if middle element equals to, will become equals to key, that time will return 1. If key is less than middle element, if key is less than middle element, it means I have to search here, isn't it? If key else, I have to search here. अदरवाइज मिडिल एलिमेंट ही वही सर्चिंग एलिमेंट होगा नहीं. तो तभी ये लिखा है इफ array of middle element is less than key, then start will be mid plus 1. No, sorry, if key is greater than, sorry, here if key is greater than, it means key lies here, it means starting point will be what? Mid element plus 1 to end it will run, or else it will be all be that key will be present here. Otherwise, if middle element will become to the that element will say we found the element, so we have to implement this one. Else end will become mid minus 1. Otherwise ये तो end ही बनेगा ना. अगर ये एक छोटा सा एरे बन जाएगा इस साइड, अगर मिडिल एलिमेंट का छोटा है की, तो यही तो एंड बन जाएगा इसका. यहाँ पर हमको सर्च करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है इसका मतलब, राइट? So this is what? This will become end. End equals to mid minus 1, isn't it? So that is what it is written. Similarly, this this is the iterations basically done. So we have to do this one in what? We have to apply this one in code. Can you? Okay. Can I get are you guys getting what trying to? Are you guys getting it? What we're trying to do? Okay, thank you, Shoaib. Thank you. Okay, so can you implement that? Okay, I'll take another compiler. I'll let that thing there. Okay, I'll take another compiler and I'll do this one. And what I'll do now, I'll copy this code and I'll paste it in the chat section. So you guys take you guys at the end I'll paste it in the chat section so you guys can see and practice it. Okay, so moving forward with the binary search. Binary search में हमने क्या देखा यार? Binary search में ऐसा है ना कि बोला कि यार तुम sorted array ले लो भाई, sorted array ले लो और हमको सब सर्च मत कराओ. लीनियर सर्च की तरह हर एक जगह लूप में जाके उसको हर एक को सर्च मत करो, हमारे पास उतना टाइम भी नहीं है. अगर सोचो वो एरे अगर उसमें 1 लाख एलिमेंट है तो तुमको 1 लाख बार इटरेशंस करना पड़ेगा, समझ रहे हो? तो वो कितना टाइम ले लेगा. तो अगर गूगल में हम सर्च कर, सपोज मैं कुछ सर्च करता हूँ गूगल में कि क्रिकेट मैच, अगर वो 1 घंटे बाद रिजल्ट दे रहा है, क्योंकि गूगल का डेटाबेस तो बहुत बड़ा है, उसमें तो माना टेराबाइट्स ऑफ gigabytes of data are there. So among those they have to search. So if you search binary search in the Google and it takes lots of time, so isn't that an issue? Then you will leave that Google search and you will go forward with other search engine. correct? So that is why efficiency we need. So there comes this binary search. Okay, now in binary search what we'll do, we'll again define, we'll take, suppose we'll take macros and we'll define the, size of the array. We'll define, this is another way of writing. You without writing macros also, you can directly write it, the, size, no problem with that. Okay, but I'm doing with macros. Okay, let's move forward so that you guys get understand of the full topic. So size, suppose I take 8, array size as, I take it as 8. Now I have to define the what, binary search function. So binary search, I define the function. What I'll be passing here? I'll pass the array. I'll pass the array to it. Then what I have to pass? I have taken, what I told, that I'll taking a variable that is start. I'll take the variable as end, correct? And I'll take the variable as key that we want to, search. So what I'll write, int start. Okay. Then I'll say int end, isn't it? And I'll say what, int key. Now I have to find the middle element also, that will be that will be finding inside the binary search. So I'll define that mid is of nothing, it's an integer, because start and end is also integer. So mid is also going to be integer. So what I going to do? So here I'll be running a while loop. Here I'll be running a while loop that is similar to for loop only. So here what I'll say, in a while loop, start is always going to less than equals to end. That is for sure. Start is always going to less than equals to end. If this is start, this is always going to less, because its index value is what, 0, end is what, 7. If start is equals to end, means only one element is there. If start is equals to end, become that condition becomes true, then only one element is there. So I am writing, ये लूप को तब तक रन करो जब तक स्टार्ट एंड के कम है, तब तक करो, और उसके इक्वल है. जब इक्वल, स्टार्ट इक्वल्स टू, इफ आई राइट स्टार्ट इक्वल्स टू एंड, इट मींस व्हाट, only one element is there, right? But I want to run the loop till where start is less than equals to end. Okay, great. Now what I have to do, I have to find the mid element. How to find the mid element? I have to find the mid element, start plus end divided by 2. That is what mid, start plus end divided by 2. That is what mid is. Now we found the mid element of that array. Now we have to see whether we have to go to the left side or go to the, if we are searching the key, that key lies in the left side or the right side. So we have to write that condition also, isn't it? So if array of what, array of mid, अगर वो मिड के बराबर हो गया ना, तो हम बोल देंगे कि हमको की मिल गया भाई. If array of mid is equals to key, we'll say return true, return 1. return 1 बोल दो, true बोल दो, सेम बात है. So we'll say what, return 1. अगर वो मिड के बराबर ही हो गया, सपोज हम कुछ सर्च कर रहे हैं, सपोज मैं सर्च कर रहा हूँ 40, सपोज हमारा की 40 है और वो 40 मिड एलिमेंट ही हो गया, तो क्या बोलेंगे, यार सच बात है यार, उसको ट्रू रिटर्न कर दो. तो फिर इस चीज को हम यहाँ पर प्रिंट करवा लेंगे बाद में. ओके, ये एक कंडीशन. नाउ अनदर कंडीशन इज व्हाट, if it is not equals to mid, it means it is lying in the left side or in the right side, isn't it? So if key is greater than mid, it means it is lying in the right side. If the key is greater, suppose here 70, key is greater than mid 40, so it is lying here, isn't it? So what we will be doing, we'll be searching over here. Okay, then we will write that condition. Okay, this is what, middle, when I'll write this as when middle is the key value, when middle is the key we are searching, when middle is the key we are searching. So this is one condition we covered. Now right side में भी हो सकता है, left side में भी हो सकता है, नहीं. So we'll write the condition for, when key is greater than, right? So I'll be writing if, again, if array of, sorry, key lies in right side. So here it will be doing if array of mid is less than key, it means key is greater than. कुछ गलती हो गया क्या? गलती तो हुआ है भाई, चेंज कर देते हैं. Okay, if it is greater than key, then what I have to do? I have to change the start. I have to change the start. I have to update the start, isn't it? That is what? Mid plus 1. अगर ये इस साइड लाई करता है तो इसका मतलब क्या है? मिड प्लस 1, यही तो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट होगा और ये एंड पॉइंट होगा. तो यहाँ पर हम सर्च करेंगे. So that is what I am writing. Start will be getting updated. Okay, else what will be happening? Else means key lying to the left side. It means we have to update end. It means it's saying here it is lying. It means this end will be not be considered. This end. So it means this will be the end. What is the end? Mid minus 1. End equals to mid minus 1. We'll write that. So what I'll be writing, what I'll be updating, that is end equals to mid minus 1. So this is the, and at the last, if it is not found, if what we are searching, it is not found, will return 0. It means return false if nothing is found. Now in the main function, we'll print the things. We'll print these things. Okay, this one, 3 conditions are there. Mid के बराबर हो जाएगा, left में, right में lie करेगा. So we have to print those things. So suppose not if, I'll define the array int, arr, array of what? What is the thing I've taken? Size, right? So Control C. So I'll paste it here. You can directly write 8 here also. You can directly write 8 instead of size. No, instead of size you can directly write 8 also. But I'm using macros. That is the way I'm using. So we'll use this way. Okay, great. Now it is of size. So I'll give the sorted array. Suppose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 78, 90. How many elements? 8 elements I have to give. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. So 110. So this is the array we defined. Okay, great. Now I have to take the key. I have to define, I have to tell the compiler that key is of integer type. Okay, int key. So I told that key is an integer type. Now I have to take input from the user, isn't it? So I'll say cout, enter the key to search. भाई सर्च करने के लिए वो डाल दो, की डाल दो. तो बोला ठीक है भाई, डाल देंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. तो वी हैव टू टेक इनपुट फ्रॉम द यूजर, दैट विल राइटिंग व्हाट, सी इन की. इनपुट ले लिया हमने यूजर से, तो यही डाल रहा होगा इनपुट. सो आई हैव टू कॉल, similarly we did here, right? Here we called in the if condition, we called that, right? So we will call it here similarly this way, correct? So what I'll be writing, if what is the function name? Binary search. So I have to, how to call that function? अगर कॉल ही नहीं करेंगे तो वो बोलेगा कैसे, नहीं काम शुरू करेगा कैसे? दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव टू कॉल. व्हाट इज द array name? That is arr we are passing, correct? Now what are the things extra we are passing? Start, end and key, correct? So what is the starting point is 0, correct? And end point is what? If it is size 8, so size minus 7 is there. If it is 7, 8 elements there. Here 8 elements are there. It means last element is what? Index. Size minus 1, 8 minus 1, that is 7, isn't it? So what I'll be writing here? Size minus 1. Or you can directly write 7 also. Now what else I am passing? I'm passing key. So key. That is we are getting from the user. If this equals to 1, then what? Print what? Cout what? Key is found. Is found. Say this thing. Or else what do you say? That key nahi mila bhai. Else what do you say? Else what you say? Cout not found. ये हमारा कोड था पूरा, ये बाइनरी सर्च है। तो इसमें हमने एक बार हम रिवीजन भी मार लेंगे, क्या है कि हमने बाइनरी सर्च फंक्शन बनाया और एक लूप चलाया तब तक जब तक स्टार्ट लेस देन एंड नहीं है तब तक। फिर हमने मिडिल एलिमेंट फाइंड कर लिया, हमने मिडिल एलिमेंट फाइंड कर लिया ये पता करने के लिए जो हम सर्च करना चाहते हैं वो लेफ्ट साइड लाई कर रहा है, राइट साइड लाई कर रहा है, या वो मिडिल एलिमेंट के बराबर ही है। तो ये कंडीशन, 3 कंडीशन, ये अगर मिडिल एलिमेंट के बराबर है तो बोल दो कि मिल गया हमको एलिमेंट। अगर लेफ्ट साइड में है तो लेफ्ट साइड में जाओ फिर चेक करो, अगर इन राइट साइड में है तो राइट साइड जाके चेक करो, अगर लेफ्ट साइड में है तो लेफ्ट साइड में जाके चेक करो, तो फिर वो काम बनता रहेगा। अदरवाइज अगर कहीं पे भी नहीं है तो रिटर्न 0 कर दो और ये प्रिंट कर दो कि की नहीं है। सो दैट इज व्हाट। Okay, we can write if also. Okay, we can write that way also. Okay, else if you can use. Okay, we can write directly if also, no problem in that. Else if you can use, we can write if also, not an issue. So we'll just run it. See, it is running. You can write else if also, it is fine. Else if, then at the right else, that is fine. But you can write if also, that is okay. Now it is saying enter the key to search. Suppose I want to search 78. If I write 78, so it will say what? Key is found, because 78 is here, isn't it? Now, if I want to run, if I want to run, suppose 67 I want to find. Is 67 here? No, 67 is not here. 67 is not here. So key not found. Correct, because 67 is not here, isn't it? So that is the whole condition. Like whatever we solved, that is binary search. Binary search में हमको क्या दिखा कि यार ये सब सर्च करने की जरूरत नहीं. It is not necessary to search everywhere. Wherever it is present, one thing to consider is you have to take sorted array. Now we'll see what? Selection sort. Now we'll see selection sort. सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट क्या है ना, अब ये हम सॉर्ट करना सीखेंगे. हम अनसॉर्टेड एरे ले लेंगे, हम एक अनसॉर्ट, दिस इज सॉर्टेड एरे, we'll take unsorted array and it will just sort accordingly. So first thing will come as 35, then 54, 50, 35, then 39, 54, 56, 78, 90. So it will sort the elements. So one sorting algorithm is what? One sorting एलिमेंट सर गलत कर रहे. क्या गलत कर रहा? क्या गलत कर रहा नूर सर? एक दिखाओ एलिमेंट फाउंड एग्जांपल. सो आई श्योर राइट. ओके, I'll run it again. So what is the element I have to search? Suppose for these are the elements, if I search, that will find the element, right? So suppose I want to enter 30. Suppose I want to enter the value 30. So okay, it's okay, sorry. अरे यार, यहाँ पर मैंने क्या लिख दिया दोस्तों? की इज नॉट फाउंड. इट विल सेइंग से एज की इज फाउंड. okay, in the both place I have written keys, okay, thank you. So in the what mistake I did is Mohammed, correct. So one mistake is did in the same, this here I have written for both, key is not found. If here it will be key found and this one will be key not found, right? So okay, I'll run it. Okay, right. So suppose I will do for 30. So okay, some mistake we did basically. Okay, it's saying what? It is basically running that key is okay. Where did we do the mistake? Where did we do the mistake? It is saying 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 78. Okay, 78. All right, and 90 and 110. Now if Okay, somewhere some mistake happened. Somewhere mistake happened. Let's see where. Well, let's dry run the code. Okay, will not move forward. So let's dry run the code. So I have written a binary search. Okay, great. Int start and end. I have declared the mid and start if until and start is less than equals to end. So I have to find the mid element of it, that is start plus end divided by 2. If array of mid is equals to key, it will return what? 1. If if array of mid is less than key, then start will be mid plus 1, correct? Okay. Now at the end, this will be what? Okay. Here what I have to write? Else. Here what I have to write? Else, because if this was not written in else. Are you guys getting it? Now if I try to move forward and run the code. Now if I run the code, okay, one mistake I did. Okay, suppose I want to find 30 is there, not 30 is there, not 34, 30 is there or not. Now it has to see is found. Now it's done. Okay, one mistake was Noor. Mistake was that we didn't write this else. Okay, I forgot to line here. So this is if. You can write else if also, and the last one will be else, right? So I didn't write initially. I didn't write else, so I skipped it. By the way, that's why it was giving some wrong value for it. So I've written else. So now if I see, if I run the code, and if I want to find 90, suppose I write 90 here. Suppose I 90. 90 is present. It should print what? Key found. See, it is printing key found. Now if I run, suppose 65. 65 here? No, not there. So if I enter, it will say is what? Key not found. Correct? Okay. Now again I'll run for one more. For 20. Let's search for 20. 20 is there? Yes, it's there. So it should print what? Key found. So if I enter, key found. Okay. Okay. Only mistake was there. Yes. Yes. Mistake was that we didn't write we didn't write what? We didn't write else here. We didn't write else here. Okay. I skipped it. I have to write else. So you can write, if, then, if condition also you can write, or else if you can also write, correct? But if else statement you can write, but you can write that way also. So this is the thing. Okay, we'll move forward with now this is the okay. So two things mistake I did here. Also I had written key not found, here also key not found. Then here we skipped this one also, that else we have not written, so it was giving wrong output. So for every value it was giving what? That not found. Okay, now let's move forward to selection sort. So selection sort is what, guys? Selection sort is an algorithm. Selection sort is an algorithm basically to do what? To sort. Suppose unsorted array will be given and it will just sort that array. So suppose this unsorted array is given. So what should come? 2, 4, 9, 45 and 78. So this is unsorted array. So what happens in selection sort? So basically when we do selection sort, it basically assume that first element is sorted, and it assumes that this is the first element, 9 element is sorted, and it goes to the rest part and it finds the minimum value. And what? It just replace it here. So it will happen that way. So what is how selection sort is done? Selection sort definition is basically it will go everywhere and it will find the minimum value and it will place it in the correct position. That is what? Selection sort. So selection sort will do selection sort for what? Array. So by repeatedly doing that thing, what will be happening? The sub array will be getting what? It will get sub array will getting sorted. So let's once see the video. Suppose this is the one thing I have taken out for you guys. So I'll run it. So see what happens. One is here. Now it is finding for the smallest element. Okay, great. It's going. Now it found that one and just swapped it. Correct. Now it will find smallest element for here and it is swapped. Okay. Okay. So see the video how it's going on. How it's going on. How selection sort is going on for 10 randomly ordered. Okay, so this is the thing in selection sort. Basically, what we do, so we take, suppose, that value and we go for the minimum value, wherever the minimum value is there, we go for the minimum value, and selection sort is found by what? Minimum value, and putting place in the ascending order according to their indexes, wherever it should get, placed there. So I have taken that, iterations also, how to do selection sort. So here we'll do what? Swapping of functions. So here we'll write one more function, that is what? Swapping of function we'll be doing. Suppose here this is the array 50, 36, 83, 69. So this is small array and these iterations are done. So if I take bigger array, so lots of iteration will be done. That's why I have not taken, correct? So how selection sort is done, basically that is what again. So two for loops will be taking, so one for loop will iterate with the thing, correct? So it will take, suppose, 0th index. So 0th index 50 values taken. Now it will say that I is the minimum index. Suppose it will assume that this is the minimum index 50, right? I 0th is the minimum. 50 will assuming that 50 is the smallest number, correct? And 0 I mean index equals to I means what? I is what? For the first outer loop, I is equals to 0. Then for I equals to 1 will check, I 2 will check, I equals to 3 will check, correct? So for I equals to 0, this is the part we are checking. So it means what? 0 is, suppose we are assuming that 0th index is the minimum index, but it is not, isn't it? 50 is not the smallest number, 36 is the smallest number here in this array, correct? So how it's going on? It will go to the inner loop, and if it is not, if it is not, then it will swap it. See here, updation is happening. So in the inner loop, what will be happening, guys? So inner loop, it will be searching from here to here. So we assume 50 is the smallest index. Okay, now this is the sub array 36, 83, and 69. Here we'll try to find if less than 50 values there or not. Okay, it's there. Among this, whatever the lesser value is there, and we'll compare that with 50 and we'll check if it is less than, then we'll swap it. Then we will swap it. So in inner loop, 36 element is there, right? So we'll update j equals to I plus 1, because this is what? Inner loop. Inner loop is, if this is I plus 1, isn't it? If it is 0, then it should, next element should be 1. So for 0 we are doing, so 1, from 1 we are doing 36, 83, and 69, correct? Now we'll check array of j. Array of 1 is less than min index or not? Array of 1 is less than array of 0 not? Array of 0 is what? 50. 50 is greater than 36. Yes, it's correct. So it means what it do is, it will update the min index with j. It means update the min index with j36. It will update. It means 50 is not smaller, 36 is smaller. Okay, then we updated, and at the last, what we'll be doing, we'll swap it with the min index and array of I. Are you getting it? Whatever the min index we saw, it means 36 and 50 में swapping हो जाएगा, तो 50 यहाँ पर पहुँच जाएगा, 30 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. क्या समझ रहे हो? 36, see, after this one, this whole thing's done. What happens? 36 came here, 50 came here. Then again we'll go for the outer loop. 0 for outer loop, 0 is done. Now this is the new array. This is the new array. This will become I. Then I plus 1 will be what? 83. Similarly, okay, I'll plug the charger. Similarly, it will go forward with. Can you go and forward and write the code? This is the, will write for the outer loop and inner loop, and that will all do the stuffs. Are you guys getting it? So that is the thing we're going to do. Okay. Now, okay, great. So selection sort. So what I have to do? What I have to do, guys? For doing selection sort, I have to write one swapping function, because if it is smaller, then we have to swap it. Or and selection sort, functions will be there. So function one, one function. First function will be what? Swapping. Function one. So first function will be swapping. How to write a swap function? We'll write void. We'll do using pointer. Okay, I'll write void and I'll write swap. Okay, and what I'll write? Int star x. We talked about pointers a bit, right? So int star, you can directly use the swap function, but this is the base, good practice of writing the code of, using pointer. So I'll introduce a variable temp, and that will be equals to star of x. This is nothing, just swap between two numbers. It does swapping between two numbers. Star x equals to star y. Star, I have to write star x equals to star y. Okay, great. Now what I have to do? Star y equals to temp. Okay, so this is what this will do. Swapping function one, that is what? To swap two numbers. Swapping of two numbers. क्योंकि अगर स्मॉलर होगा तो उसको स्वैप करना पड़ेगा ना. दैट्स व्हाई ये इसको हम कॉल करेंगे एक जगह से. ये हम सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट के फंक्शन से हम इसको कॉल करेंगे. नाउ विल राइट सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट एल्गोरिथम. सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट एल्गो. So what I have to write? We have selection sort function. I'll say selection sort function. Selection sort function will write. So what I'll write? I'll take it as void and selection sort, and inside that what I'll be passing? I'll be passing array, int array. I'll be passing, and I'll pass the size of it. Suppose int x. Okay, great. Now inside that selection sort, what I said, I'll initially take min index, int min. I'll declare that min index. I'll declare that min index, isn't it? Then what I'll do? I have to run two for loops. I said outer for loop and inner for loop. Outer for loop will consider that first element to be what? That is sorted. We'll assume that is the smallest number. But then inside for loop, we'll check for the other numbers. If it is smaller, we'll just compare it. If it is smaller, then we'll swap it. Otherwise, we won't swap it. So that is the basic funda of it. So what we'll do is I'll write a for loop for that. This is for what? Outer for loop. So I'll be writing int I equals to 0. Okay, great. I is less than x and I plus plus. So inside this for loop, what will be happening? What will be happening? I'll initialize the value min index with what? I assume. This is what? Assuming that first index is this line number 21 means what? Assuming the first element of that array is what? Minimum. If it is not minimum, then we'll swap it. We'll go to the inside the for loop. This for loop will write another for loop. If it is not, then we'll swap it. So I'll write again for loop for it. So for loop I'll write, and I'll take suppose int where from where it is starting. We already saw j equals to I plus 1. एक के बाद स्टार्ट होगा ना. ये हमने देखा था ना कि ये कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा? 36 से स्टार्ट होगा. तो अगर ये 0 है तो ये 1 है, प्लस 1 है, I plus 1 है, isn't it? 0 है तो प्लस 1 है तो 0 I plus 1 लिखेंगे. तो it is starting from I plus 1, and it will go till where j is less than x. J is less than x, and j plus plus will do. We'll update it. Here what we'll do? Here what we'll do? We'll check. Here we'll check. Here we'll check if array of I if array of I की j, array of j, if array of what, j is less than array of min index, array of min index, then if this is happening, correct, so what I have to do, हमको अपडेट करना पड़ेगा भैया। अगर ये ट्रू है ना तो मिन इंडेक्स, इसका मतलब पहला एलिमेंट हमने जो माना था कि ये मिन इंडेक्स पहला वाला एलिमेंट एरे का, वो यहाँ पर जो हमने माना था कि पहला इंडेक्स जो है वो मिनिमम है, नहीं है। सो व्हाट आई हैव टू डू, आई हैव टू राइट min index equals to what, j, it means updating the value. After that what I have to do, I'll run a for if, and I'll write a if condition, if what, min index, if min index is not equals to, if min index is not equals to I, then क्या करो, स्वैप कर दो भैया। स्वैपिंग फंक्शन ऊपर लिखा है ना हमने, सो कैसे पॉइंटेड से कैसे इसको एक्सेस करते हैं, इसको लिखेंगे एम्परसेंड array of what, swap between min index and min index and what, ampersand of array of I। सो ये स्वैपिंग कर देगा, समझ रहे हो, ये तुम्हारा स्वैपिंग वाला काम कर देगा अगर ऐसा है तो ये तो हमको दिखता है, ये दोनों चीजें होगी। नाउ हमको फंक्शन प्रिंट भी तो करना है, हमको फंक्शन प्रिंट भी तो करना है, तो प्रिंटिंग फंक्शन भी लिखना पड़ेगा कि एरे जो सॉर्टेड एरे आया है उसको तो हम प्रिंट भी तो करेंगे। प्रिंटिंग द एरे, क्या करते हैं प्रिंटिंग द एरे के लिए, फॉर लूप ही तो लेते हैं यार। प्रिंटिंग द एरे के लिए क्या करते हैं हम, एक फॉर लूप ही तो लेते हैं जिसको इटरेट करते हैं, और वो क्या करेगा, वो जस्ट प्रिंट करता जाएगा यार, और कुछ नहीं करेगा। सो व्हाट विल डू, विल राइट अ फॉर लूप फॉर इट। So before writing for loop, what I have to do, I want to write in a function. So void, suppose print, void print, and what I'll be passing, int array, because array हमको print करना है, and what I'll be passing, I'll be passing the size of it, int size. Okay, great. Now inside this I'll run a for loop, and in this for loop I'll write int, I equals to 0, I less than size, because size of the array is what, size, and what I'll be doing, I plus plus will increment, and what I have to do, I have to print it, right? So what to print, cout array of I, isn't it? So this will print the element, isn't it? Okay, I'll write it here, correct. So this will all print the element. Now in the main function, what I have to do, I have to take the array, and I have to take the unsorted array, and it will just print it. So what I'll do, int arr, suppose, and let me define the array. So 67, 89, 3, 5, 6, 2, 8, 45, 67, 9, 6, not 6, 56. Okay, now it should be getting sorted at the last, isn't it? That's what we want. Now what I have to take, I have to define, like x is the size here going, right? So I'll defining that int, I'll be defining at int x, and what I'll be writing, I'll use one more style, I'll do styling here. That is what, I'll write size of ARR divided by size of what, ARR of one index maybe, or zero index, whatever you call it. I'll explain you this thing, what is this. Okay, now I have to do what, I have to call the function selection sort to start doing its task. So I'll just paste it here, and what are the parameters we are passing here, array and x. So what I'll be pushing it here, array and x I'll be passing as parameter here. Okay, this is done. This is calling a function down. Now what I have to write कि sorted array बता दो. So sorted array is okay. Handle sorted array is, now what is the function it is printing? This function is printing. So I have to control C and I'll paste it. I'll call this function also to print the sorted array. And what I will be doing is, what is there? Array is there and size is there. So I'll writing ARR and what it is taking? ARR and what it is taking? It is taking size as what? X. X is going there, isn't it? So I'll write X it here. Okay. So if you didn't understand this line, no. What is the size of the array? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elements are here. And we know that integer take 4 bytes. So 10 into 4 is what? 40. It means size of array. This is equivalent to what? 40 divided by size of array of 1. Index 1. Index 1 is what? 89. What is the size of it? 4. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. बेसिकली हम यहाँ पर चालाकी क्या कर रहे हैं ना कि यार ऐसे लिख देंगे, फिर बाकी जो चेंज होता रहेगा वो ऑटोमेटिक करता रहेगा. सपोज यहाँ पर मैं एक्स्ट्रा एलिमेंट भी ऐड कर देता हूँ ना, सपोज करो यहाँ पर 100 डाल देता हूँ, सो ये अकॉर्डिंगली यहाँ पर एक चेंज हो जाएगा. Accordingly, x यहाँ पर x will get changed. Okay. Okay. Now, if I run it, okay, we'll find if something wrong have written. Okay, we have written something wrong in the line number 28. In 28 line number, we have written something expected what? Okay, we didn't use colon here, semicolon here, and in line number 42 something wrong is there. What is the wrong? Okay, I'll run it again. Let's see. No match operator, this one. Okay, again I've not taken this, so this is the error fixed. Okay, great. Okay, ये क्या आ रहा है भैया ये क्या हो गया? यहाँ पर स्पेस दे दो भाई, यहाँ पर स्पेस दे दो थोड़ा सा, तो फिर ऐसा नहीं दिखेगा. So now see, we have given array was 67, 89. Now this is coming in sorted order. So पहले 2 को आना चाहिए, फिर 3 को, 5 को, 6 को, 8 को. So this is what 67 we have taken 2 times, I guess. Yes. So if I change it to 69. So if I run it, now you see. Now if I change the value here also, suppose I put 99 or 775 or 654 or 345. So it will be changing accordingly. So this is how Google also does this. Lots of sorting algorithms are there. Lots of bubble sort, merge sort, quick sort, heap sort. All the sorts are there. This is one of them. So selection sort basically. So 3 things are there. I'll just revise it. One thing for swapping, without using pointer, you can do it. You can directly write, here swap. So swap is a predefined function. It is fine. So that time you don't have to use in this ampersand sign, reference sign. Okay. So that time it will be happening, correct? But it is better to write in pointers because you don't have to see for what is declared and what is not declared, correct? So tomorrow we'll start again. I'll try to explain. We'll end the session here. I don't want to take lots of time yours. Okay. So your assignment, I think Manav, it's given, right? So 3, I have those questions like you can ask the team. They will give they have given the assignment. I know that it's their question. Some question is there for assignment. Okay. So or try to what you try to do is do this linear search, binary search and selection sort. We learn 3 things today. Lots of things. So try to go through that. So we'll end the session here. It's taking lots of time. So I'll just revise once tomorrow also. Then tomorrow we'll do stack and queue. And day after that, we'll solve lots of problem on pattern printing, basically. Correct? Okay. So can we stop the live, please? Uh, Whoever the moderator is here, so we can stop the live here. We are end with the session. Tomorrow we'll meet again, guys. Thank you. Good night. Have a nice day. Can you please print this pattern now, sir? So time is over. Okay. Yashwant, time is, yes, so we can do everything, but time is over. We'll do that. Kamil, okay, Kamil, thank you, welcome, guys. So time is over. We want to finish it here, wrap it up here. We are 10 minutes ahead. We don't want to extend the session, so we'll end up here. Okay, great, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you.